Hi, Europe, a continent steeped in history, culture, and architectural diversity, presents a fascinating contrast to the towering skylines of cities like New York, Dubai, and Shanghai. While the latter have embraced the verticality of skyscrapers as symbols of economic power and modernity, Europe has largely opted for a different architectural narrative. This divergence raises intriguing questions about the underlying reasons for Europe's reluctance to build skyscrapers. The answer lies in a complex interplay of historical context, cultural values, urban planning philosophies, and economic considerations. To understand why Europe doesn't build skyscrapers, one must first consider its historical context. Many European cities date back centuries, with architectural styles reflecting the eras in which they were constructed. The medieval towns, Renaissance masterpieces, and Baroque palaces all contribute to a rich tapestry of urban landscapes that are cherished and preserved. The very fabric of cities like Paris, Rome, and Prague is woven with historical significance, and any new construction must contend with this legacy. The preservation of historical sites and the aesthetic coherence of urban environments often take precedence over the desire for modernity represented by skyscrapers. In cities like Paris, strict zoning laws and regulations are in place to protect the skyline and the historical character of the city. The iconic view of the Eiffel Tower against the backdrop of low-rise buildings is not just a matter of aesthetics, it is a reflection of the city's identity. The Parisian skyline is intentionally designed to maintain a sense of harmony, where no building overshadows the historical landmarks that define the city. This commitment to preserving the past often translates into limitations on building heights, effectively curbing the rise of skyscrapers. Cultural values also play a significant role in shaping Europe's architectural landscape. The European approach to urban living often emphasizes community, human scale, and the integration of nature within urban spaces. Many European cities prioritize pedestrian-friendly environments, where people can walk, bike, and enjoy public spaces. Skyscrapers, by their very nature, can create barriers and disrupt the human scale of a city. The emphasis on creating livable, walkable neighborhoods is often at odds with the verticality and isolation that skyscrapers can impose. Moreover, the European ethos tends to celebrate the blend of old and new, rather than the stark contrast that skyscrapers can represent. In many cases, new developments aim to complement historical structures rather than dominate them. The trend toward adaptive reuse of old buildings, transforming warehouses into lofts or factories into offices, reflects a desire to honor the past while accommodating contemporary needs. This approach fosters a sense of continuity and connection to history, which is a cornerstone of European identity. Urban planning philosophies in Europe further illuminate the reasons behind the scarcity of skyscrapers. Many European cities were designed long before the advent of modern skyscraper technology, resulting in layouts that prioritize density over height. The concept of mixed-use development, where residential, commercial, and recreational spaces coexist, is prevalent in European urban planning. This model encourages vibrant neighborhoods where people can live, work, and socialize without needing to travel long distances. Skyscrapers, which often serve single purposes, can disrupt this balance and contribute to urban sprawl rather than fostering cohesive communities. Additionally, the environmental considerations that have gained prominence in recent years align with Europe's architectural choices. The continent has been a leader in sustainability and green building practices, advocating for energy-efficient designs and reduced carbon footprints. Skyscrapers, with their extensive energy demands for elevators, heating, and cooling, may not align with these sustainability goals. Instead, European architects often focus on creating low-rise buildings that incorporate green roofs, natural ventilation, and sustainable materials, promoting a more harmonious relationship with the environment. Economic factors also play a crucial role in the decision not to build skyscrapers. The costs associated with constructing high-rise buildings are significant, and in many European cities, the demand for office space may not justify such investments. The financial risks involved in developing skyscrapers can deter investors, especially in markets where economic growth is slower or more unpredictable. Instead, developers may find greater success in creating smaller, more versatile buildings that cater to a diverse range of tenants and uses. Furthermore, the economic landscape in Europe often emphasizes small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, over large corporations. Many European cities are characterized by a vibrant mix of local businesses, which thrive in intimate, accessible environments. Skyscrapers, often associated with multinational corporations, can disrupt this dynamic, leading to a homogenization of urban spaces. By prioritizing smaller developments, cities can nurture local economies and maintain their unique character. The political landscape in Europe also influences architectural decisions. Many European countries have strong regulations governing urban development, driven by a desire to maintain social equity and environmental sustainability. These regulations often limit building heights and impose strict guidelines on architectural styles. Such policies reflect a broader commitment to preserving the quality of life for residents, ensuring that new developments contribute positively to the community rather than detracting from it. Public sentiment plays a vital role in shaping urban landscapes as well. In many European cities, there is a strong sense of attachment to the built environment, and residents often resist changes that threaten their neighborhood's character. Community engagement in planning processes is common, and public opposition to skyscrapers can lead to significant pushback against proposed developments. This grassroots activism underscores the importance of local voices in the architectural discourse, where the desires and needs of residents take precedence over profit-driven motives. The contrast between Europe and other regions, particularly North America and parts of Asia, highlights the different priorities and values that inform architectural choices. In cities like New York, skyscrapers are often seen as symbols of ambition and progress, representing the economic dynamism of the region. The iconic skyline of Manhattan is not merely a collection of buildings, it is a testament to the city's identity and aspirations. In contrast, European cities often prioritize the preservation of their unique character and historical significance over the pursuit of verticality. Moreover, the global economic landscape has shifted in recent years, with many cities around the world embracing the concept of smart cities and sustainable urban development. This trend has prompted a re-evaluation of traditional architectural practices, leading to innovative designs that prioritize community well-being and environmental stewardship. European architects and urban planners have been at the forefront of this movement, championing designs that reflect the needs of contemporary society while honoring historical contexts. As cities evolve and face new challenges, the question of skyscrapers in Europe remains relevant. Some European cities have begun to experiment with taller buildings, albeit in a more restrained manner. Projects like the Shard in London and the Torre Agbar in Barcelona represent a willingness to embrace modernity while still respecting the historical fabric of their respective cities. These developments highlight the potential for a harmonious coexistence between the old and the new, where contemporary architecture can enhance rather than overshadow the historical context. In conclusion, the reasons behind Europe's reluctance to build skyscrapers are multifaceted and deeply rooted in historical, cultural, urban planning, economic, and political considerations. The continent's commitment to preserving its architectural heritage, fostering community-oriented urban environments, and promoting sustainability reflects a distinct approach to urban development. While skyscrapers may symbolize progress and ambition in other parts of the world, Europe's architectural narrative prioritizes continuity, harmony, and a deep respect for the past. As cities continue to evolve, the challenge will be to find innovative solutions that honor this legacy while addressing the needs of contemporary society. The balance between the old and the new will remain a defining feature of Europe's architectural identity, ensuring that its cities continue to tell their unique stories for generations to come.